Welcome back to Chat English, where we learn through real conversations. Look at this. Ding, a text message. Can we meet? I have big news. Imagine receiving that message. Your stomach drops. Your heart beats fast. You worry about what is coming. You worry about the unknown.
I know that feeling exactly. I remember getting a text like that from my brother last year. I didn't sleep all night. I was pacing around my kitchen at 3 a.m., imagining the absolute worst scenarios.
Well, Dave, you can relax because today the news is mine. I did it. I have quit my job. Today we are talking about new beginnings.
What? You quit? Jessica, are you serious?
I am 100% serious. I have handed in my notice.
Wow, I am shocked. I need a second to process this. You have worked there for 5 years.
6 years, actually. But yes, it is done.
Handed in your notice? That sounds very official. What does that mean exactly?
It is a formal phrase. To hand in your notice means to give a written letter to your boss saying, I am leaving. It is the professional way to quit.
Ah, I see. So you cannot just shout, I quit, and run out of the building?
No, definitely not. That happens in movies, but in real life, we hand in our notice.
So you have handed in your notice. You have done it.
Yes. Notice the grammar, Dave?
I did notice. You said, I have handed in my notice. That is the present perfect tense.
Exactly. I used the present perfect because it is recent news. It happened in the past, maybe yesterday or this morning, but it affects now. The result is important now.
Right. If you said, I quit my job in 2010, that's just a story. That's history. But I have quit my job means, whoa, everything is different now.
Precisely. It connects the past action to this present moment.
Okay, so tell me everything. How did your boss react? Did she cry? Did she scream?
She was surprisingly calm. I think she suspected something. I've been unhappy for a while. You have been complaining about the commute. That is true. Exactly. So I walked into her office. My hands were sweating. And I said, I have decided to move on. I have decided. Another present perfect. Yes, because the decision stands. It is final. Man, that is brave. I have stayed in jobs I hated because I was too scared to have that conversation. It was scary. But once I said the words, I felt lighter, like a heavy backpack was taken off my shoulders. That is a great feeling. So what else have you done? Have you told your parents? I have told my mom. She was worried, of course. She asked about health insurance immediately. Moms always ask about health insurance first. They do. But I told her, Mom, I have saved money. I have planned this for months. I have saved. I have planned. You are really using that present perfect tense today. It is the best tense for life updates. When you catch up with a friend, you want to tell them what has changed. I have moved house. I have bought a car. I have broken up with my boyfriend. Or I have met someone new. Exactly. It is the headline tense. Okay, so we have the headlines. You have quit. You have saved money. You have told your mom. But Jessica, look at you. What? Is there something on my face? No, but you are fidgeting with your napkin. You are tapping your foot. Oh, am I? You are. So let's switch tenses. How are you feeling right now? Not what have you done, but what are you feeling? Well, to be honest, I am feeling terrified. Terrified? Yes, that's a strong word. Is that different from scared? It is much stronger. Scared is normal, like I am scared of spiders. Terrified is intense fear. It means very, very frightened. I see. So you are not just nervous, you are terrified. Yes. I am sitting here drinking this coffee and my brain is screaming, what have you done? That makes sense. You are leaving security. You are stepping into the unknown. Exactly. I am doubting myself a little bit. I am wondering if I made a mistake. I am doubting. I am wondering. Now we are using the present continuous tense. We are. Because these feelings are happening right now. They are temporary states. Right. You are not always a terrified person. But in this moment, you are feeling terror. Yes. And I am trying to breathe. I am trying to trust myself. That is good. Trying is a very important continuous verb. It is. What about you, Dave? When you hear my news, how are you feeling? Well, I am feeling a little bit jealous, actually. Jealous? Really? Just a little. I am feeling happy for you, of course, but I am also feeling stuck in my own routine. You know, I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I sleep. I am doing the same thing every day.
That is the trap, isn't it? It is comfortable.
It is very comfortable. But hearing you say, I have quit, it makes me think. It makes me question things.
That is interesting. You know, Dave, this reminds me of something you told me last year about your guitar.
Oh, my guitar playing?
Yes. Do you remember when you started?
I do. I was terrible.
You were. But you said something to me. You said, I am getting better.
Yes, I am getting better. That is present continuous, too. It is a process.
Exactly. Change is a process. Right now, I am transitioning. I am leaving one life and starting another.
Transitioning. That is a good vocabulary word.
It means changing from one state to another, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly.
Ooh, poetic. So right now you are in the cocoon?
Yes, and it is dark and scary in here.
But soon you will be flying.
I hope so. But Dave, can I ask you something personal?
Of course, we are friends.
Have you ever made a big leap like this? Have you ever jumped without knowing where you would land?
That is a deep question. Let me think.
Take your time. I will eat my muffin while you think.
Okay, I have an answer. It wasn't a job, but it was when I moved to this city.
Oh, right. You were from the coast originally.
Yes, and back home I had everything. I had my friends, my favorite restaurants, the beach. It was easy.
So why did you leave?
Because I wasn't growing. I felt like a plant in a pot that was too small. My roots had nowhere to go.
That is a great image. A pot that is too small.
Yes, so I packed my car. I didn't have a job here. I didn't have an apartment.
Wow, that is risky.
It was, and the first night here I stayed in a terrible motel. The walls were thin. I could hear the neighbor watching TV all night.
That sounds awful.
It was. I lay in that bed and I thought, I have made a huge mistake.
Present perfect. I have made a mistake.
Exactly. I felt that regret instantly. I was lonely. I was confused.
So what happened? Why did you stay?
Well, the next morning I went out for coffee, just like this, and I saw the energy of the city. I saw people rushing to work, artists painting on the street, and I felt awake.
Awake.
Yes, for the first time in years, I wasn't bored. I was scared, yes, but I was awake. And I realized something important.
What did you realize?
I realized that comfort is the enemy of growth.
Wow. Say that again.
Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you are perfectly safe, you are probably not learning anything new.
That hits hard. Comfort is the enemy of growth.
It is true. When we are comfortable, we sleepwalk through life. But when we are a little bit scared, like you are now, that means you are paying attention.
You are right. I am definitely paying attention. I am noticing everything.
Exactly. You are alive. So being terrified is not bad. It is a sign.
A sign of what?
A sign that you are challenging yourself. You are stretching.
I like that. I am stretching. That sounds much better than I am panicking.
Yes, reframe it. You are not panicking. You are stretching.
You know, that reminds me of learning English, actually.
How so?
Well, think about our listeners. They often tell us, I am scared to speak. I am worried I will make a mistake.
Oh, all the time. I am terrified of grammar.
Exactly. They are comfortable reading. They are comfortable listening. But speaking, that is the scary zone.
That is the quitting your job zone.
It is. Opening your mouth to speak English is leaving your comfort zone.
But just like my move, and just like your new job, that is where the growth happens.
Yes. If you only listen, you are safe. But if you speak, you grow.
So to everyone listening right now, if your heart beats fast when you try to speak English, that is good.
It is very good. It means you're doing it right.
You are stretching.
Exactly.
Speaking of stretching, Jessica, what are you going to do now? You have quit. You've told your mom. What is the plan?
Well, that is the fun part. I have decided to take a gap month.
A gap month, like a gap year, but shorter?
Yes. Before I start looking for a new job, I am going to do nothing.
Nothing? Well, not nothing, but I am going to rest. I am going to read books. I am going to walk in the park. That sounds amazing. I am going to read. I am going to walk. Now we are using going to for future plans. Yes, because it is a plan. It is not just a dream. I have put it in my calendar.
I am envious again. I want a gap month.
You should take one, or maybe a gap week.
Maybe a gap weekend. I can start there.
That works. But Dave, there is one more thing I am worried about.
What is that?
I am worried about the question.
Which question?
You know, the question people always ask at parties. What do you do?
Ah, yes, the identity question. So, Jessica, what do you do?
Exactly. For 6 years, I have said I am a project manager. It was easy. It was my label.
And now?
Now, I don't have a label. If I say I am unemployed, it sounds sad.
It does sound a bit sad. Unemployed sounds like it happened to you, but you chose this.
I did choose this. So what should I say?
How about I am between opportunities?
Between opportunities. That sounds very corporate.
It does. Okay, how about I am taking a sabbatical?
Ooh, sabbatical. That is a fancy word. What does sabbatical mean?
A sabbatical is a break from work, usually for study or travel or rest. Professors take sabbaticals.
I like that. It sounds intentional. I am taking a sabbatical.
It sounds powerful. It says I am busy resting.
Busy resting. I love that. You know, in our last episode, we talked about how rest is productive.
We did. Paul talked about that.
Yes, and I am really going to test that theory. I am going to treat my rest like a job.
That is the best kind of job.
But seriously, Dave, thank you.
For what?
For not thinking I am crazy. When I sent that text, I thought you might tell me to go back and beg for my job.
Never. I know you. I have seen you this year. You have looked tired. You have looked stressed.
I have been tired.
So I think this is great. I think you have made the right choice.
Thank you. That means a lot. Friends are important when you jump off a cliff.
We are here to catch you, or at least to bring you coffee while you fall.
I appreciate the coffee.
You know, Jessica, listening to you, I realized we have used a lot of grammar today naturally.
We have. It is funny how that happens. When you tell a story, the grammar just follows the meaning.
Exactly. We didn't open a textbook. We didn't do a worksheet.
No worksheets here.
But we used the present perfect to announce the news. I have quit. I have decided.
Because it is recent and important now.
And we used the present continuous to describe the feelings. I am shaking. I am wondering.
Because they are temporary states happening right now.
And we even used going to for your future plans. I am going to rest.
It is a full timeline. Past, present, and future.
It is. And for our listeners, that is the secret. Don't just memorize the rules. Use the grammar to tell your story.
Yes, your life is the best textbook.
Speaking of listeners, I think they might have some stories to share too.
I am sure they do. Everyone has gone through a big change at some point.
Or maybe they are dreaming of one right now.
Maybe they are sitting at their desk thinking, I want to send that text.
If you are thinking that, we support you.
We do. But please, check your bank account first. Don't be reckless.
Good advice. I have checked my bank account is a very important sentence before I have quit my job.
Very important.
Hey, before we wrap up, I want to mention something. If you are enjoying this conversation, if you like learning English this way, through real stories and real chat, please consider subscribing to the channel.
Yes, it really helps us. And if you click the bell, you won't miss our next chat. We might talk about my gap month.
I want to hear about the gap month. I want to know if you actually relaxed or if you got bored in 2 days.
I promise I will report back.
Excellent. So, Jessica, one final thought on new beginnings?
One final thought. Okay. I think my final thought is trust the fear.
Trust the fear.
Yes. Like you said, if you are terrified, you are awake. So if you are feeling scary about a change or about your English, don't run away. Lean into it. Lean into it. That is great advice. It is scary, but it is where the magic is.
I agree completely. And look at you now. You stopped shaking.
I did. Look at that. My hands are steady.
See? You just needed to say it out loud.
Talking helps, That is why we love Chat English.
It is the best therapy.
Well, Dave, I think I need to go and start my sabbatical.
You do. You have a lot of nothing to do.
I have a very busy schedule of napping and reading.
I am jealous. Go enjoy it.
But before I go, we have a question for you, our listeners.
Yes, we want to know about your changes.
Please, in the comments, tell us what is one change you have made recently.
Use the present perfect tense. I have started, or I have stopped, or I have decided.
Maybe I have started learning English seriously, or I have joined a gym.
Or I have bought a new cat. Any change is good.
We love reading your stories. They really inspire us.
They do, so please share with us.
And share this episode with a friend who might be facing a big change. Maybe it will help them be brave.
That is a nice idea. Send them the link and say, I have thought of you.
Perfect grammar, Dave.
I try my best.
Well, thank you for listening today. We appreciate you being here with us.
We really do. You are part of our conversation.
Good luck with your changes, big or small. You can do it.
Be brave and keep chatting.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week.